Let's go. Comments.
Baby, how many times they go?
Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Lisabi, a movie produced by Lateef, Adedimeji and his beautiful wife Bimbe, premiered in Lagos last night. We had the likes of Odunlade, Muyiwa, we had of course the man of the hour Lateef, we had Femi Adebayo. You see this particular crew, they don't play with each other. They will always show up at each other's events. I find that super cute because it's not every time we get to see people doing the same thing who are really good friends. Of course, we have Olarotimi Fakuli somewhere in the court. When you see how these actors mingle on the red carpet, you don't need someone to tell you that these people hardly get to see each other. Some of them get to meet each other mostly during events like this. So here we have Olarotimi Fakoli, we also have Muyiwa, we have Femi Adebayo, we have Odunlade, and of course we have the power couple at Lateef Adedimeji and his gorgeous wife Bimbe. The first part of this movie premiered a few months ago. I am surprised that they are out with season 2 within a very short period of time. I really hope other producers learn from this power couple, because a lot of times the season 2 of this series come out and I am lost, or the part 2 of these movies come out and I'm like, what was it about? I usually forget completely what it was about. So I think producers need to do better. I don't know whatever, if it's from the funding or what, but I know that this Lisabi, I remember even it was actually shot in Oyo State, because I recall I shared the BTS moments, and in less than 2 months the first part was out. So now we have the part 2. Or I must commend Lateef and his wife for doing a fantastic job. I mean, for producing part 2 in less than 8 months, if I am not mistaken. So we have Mr. Macaroni, who was in the part 1, but I don't think he is in the part 2 because he isn't dressed the part. Omowumi Dada was also in the part 1, but she isn't in the part 2 as well. Like I said, we must commend the couple. Usually when movies like this come out, sometimes it takes as long as 2-3 years before the second part drops, but in this case the couple ensured that we got to see the other part in less than 1 year. I think it's what we should commend them for that. And like I said, when a couple are in sync, when they are in love, when they are both full of positive vibes, they excel, because the part 1 of Lisabi was a masterpiece. People who saw it had nothing but beautiful things to say. That when he even announced a second part was coming, people cheered on. Here we have Eniola Ajawo. I hope I got that right. I don't know who the other lady is. Eniola is the producer of Beasts of Many of Two Worlds, the movie that got Bobrisky in trouble. And we have this amazing actor, I can't remember his name again. We have him looking dapper, on the carpets. The premiere wasn't so loud, like it wasn't so loud. There are premieres that are really like extravagant and all of that, but this premiere was kind of low-key. But Lisabi is presently streaming on Netflix, so if you have seen it, I would like to know your thoughts. Did you enjoy watching? Is it something you recommend? Like I always say, I'm not so much of a fan of epic movies. That's why it's always a struggle for me to keep up with epic movies. So we have these 3 legendary fantastic actors: Femi Adebayo, and Rotimi and Muyiwa. We have ID Kabasa. Oh wow, ID Kabasa, guys. How many of you remember him? ID Kabasa. He was such a big deal in the days of what's his name? Nice. Here we have Liquorose, we have Rachel, we have Phyna. Who would have thought that these two, Phyna and Rachel, will be in the same space ever? Like, guys, this is commendable. Well, I guess in Biggie's house, there are no permanent enemies. The moment they leave the house, all things have passed away. And hey, I love that about them. Are they meeting for the first time? Because the way Saga was trying to serve as a mediator. Well, what are your guesses? What do you think they were talking about here? Phyna is glowing, I must say. Like, she looks really good. You would think that maybe her family members were the ones stressing her the whole time, because boy, she looks really good. Like, I'm pretty sure now her money is for her and her alone. Her face, her skin, her body, like, she looks really good. And for some time she hasn't been sounding like Onisen Koka. For a long time she has not been in the news for saying one thing or the other. So I love. Did she just get these tattoos? Did she have tattoos during her time in the house? I doubt. Wow, this is beautiful. And she also worked on her body. Everything Phyna looks good. You know, you don't have to like her, but you can acknowledge the fact that she is stunning.
Let's go. Okay.
Saga and Liquorose will make a power couple. Like, I love how goofy they are. So here we have Mr. Macaroni, who was part of the first part of the movie Lisabi. We have Liquorose looking so gorgeous. Every time I see Liquorose, I can't help but wonder if her ex from the Big Brother Naija Shiny Eye season house season, what's his name, Emmanuel, has regrets. Sometimes I wonder, does he have regrets? Does he feel like, oh, I should have pushed for her, I shouldn't have left her? Because now Liquorose, I think she worked on her body and she's a lot feminine than she used to. She used to be like a bloke, but she has gotten a lot better. So sometimes when I see her now, I'm like, does Emma have regrets? I don't know if it was the whole thing that happened that kind of propelled her to work on her body and all of that. But then goes to show that people can change. So I feel like if you like somebody and maybe you don't really like their physical attributes and you think it's something that can be worked on, I feel like, but then it's a two-edged sword, because you can still talk to the person will be like, you want me to go under the knife? You approached me like this, are you not proud of my body? So I think it all boils down to communication. If the person is someone who is open to learning, open to making adjustments, I think there's no harm in trying. So here we have Iyabo Ojo and Odunlade. I love how Iyabo Ojo supports everybody. Like, you will always see her at people's events. It's something that is highly commendable, because very few people are as gracious as she is. And by the way, her own movie will premiere in March across cinemas in Nigeria, and I love that she actually, the title is Labake something is a Yoruba word I can't really pronounce. So, and like I said, the good thing about Iyabo is that she chose a perfect time. That's around Lent, just before Easter, and I feel like at that time people will of course be relaxed. There won't be a lot of pressure. I think she made a pretty smart move. Like, I've always wondered why people released movies for cinemas around the same time Funke Akindele released hers, because when it comes to PR, she is number one. Nobody in the industry can outmatch her in terms of PR. She has the resources, she has, when it comes to strategies, creativity. So I often wonder, why would someone like Miss Tony Abraham, who else, Missy Aibe, I feel like it's just a lot of pressure. But I'm pretty excited that Tony Abraham's movies are pretty much doing, her movie is doing not so bad. I think she has crossed, the last time I checked, she had crossed 350 million naira in the box office, which is not bad, although Funke is heading towards 1.5 billion naira. But then they are all doing well in their own rights. Guys, did you catch up the drama that happened recently between actor Uzi Usman and Juliana? Guys, Uzi was on TikTok live where he talked about how Funke and Tony Abraham are doing very well. People should stop comparing them. And he also spoke about Tony Abraham having natural fans. And Juliana decided to carry the mat on her head, shaded him, and he got the message and put up an entire post talking about Nollywood actors and actresses, blah blah blah. And I was like, that was a bit like, Usman, come on, you didn't have to do that. And I feel like he didn't maybe need to talk about how Tony had natural fans. Is there anyone that has fake fans? Like, I don't get. I feel he should have just ended it as art. They are both doing well. We don't need to compare them. Sometimes I wonder why these actors allow fans to bet them into making utterances that put them in trouble. Because to be very honest, Uzi has been very forward. He has been helping Funke in Abuja selling movie tickets. He is not part of the Everybody Loves Jennifer, but he was part of A Tribe Called Judah, so he has been very supportive, selling tickets. I don't even think Funke paid him for that. I feel like that's what he decided to do for her on his own. And then seeing him coming to talk about natural fans, I feel like, he shouldn't have even brought up of that at all, because it kind of, let's say, ruined the whole grand gestures he has been doing for Funke since she released Everybody Loves Jennifer. Trust Funke as usual, she was silent, but you know one thing with her, time will tell.
Oh, shekenu and a baby, oh baby. I don't like you both. I cannot lie. I will not lie. That's supposed to be me. Everyone, I'm the one. I don't like you, sir. A baby, my baby. You see, if you were with me, none of that shit would happen to you. I promise. I promise. You don't even fight one warrior. Bad. For you, I will conquer 10,000 men. You think that I'm not very fast? Don't get fiele. Which are cool. I will cool.
You run away and leave.
Glitters.
Where's my purse? Oh,
No, your purse is with me. I got you. I'll carry your purse. I'll do the hard work. I'll do the hard labor. No problem. It's not a problem. I'll do the hard labor for you. You look beautiful.
Because I just want to start for us to be at the Museum of Yoruba Culture and History, where we know that Yoruba is one of the most studied culture of Africa in the world, and we have to take that seriously, that the world study us.
ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kéré ṣùgbọ́n ó lọ́rìn gan kéèyàn má ní ara ẹ̀ òun ló ń dààmú wa àìníra ẹni mo wá kọ́ lóyìnbó pé identity inferiority complex nǹkan tó ń dààmú wa nìyẹn.
When you meet Saga for the first time, the first thing that will cross your mind is definitely money. Saga looks the part. He looks very rich. Oh, see him so cute, telling this lady to take. Saga is a good guy. Blessed be the woman this guy will end up with, because this guy is so sweet. I love him so much.
Oh yeah.
So be very honest, did you guess it was sheggz?
You don't agree.
They give us food now.
I don't agree, man. I don't agree, man.
Well, but you're not ugly.
No, oh, that means you were hungry then.
So guys, kindly watch Lisabi, yes, and please ensure you watch it on Netflix. For those who are abroad, it's on a TV known as Saga TV. I think there's a TV like that. If you can't get that, let me know in the comment section. But those abroad, Lateef made adequate provision, because a lot of people abroad cannot stream this movie on Netflix Nigeria, of course, except with a VPN. But without a VPN, you wouldn't be able to stream from abroad. So if you're abroad, there's a particular streaming channel, a legitimate streaming channel for you, because we really need to stop empowering these Nigernet, all these illegal sites. I feel like it's unfair to the creatives, because people put in a lot of work. Even this common 15 minutes vlog I do, guys, you won't believe the number of hours I have to stay, curate, and all of that. How much more movies where they have to pay actors, pay costumiers, pay for welfare, pay for locations, and all of that. So please, we really need to stop empowering pirates or illegitimate sites. So it's Netflix, that's the password. If you can't afford to pay for Netflix, guys, collabo, get your friends, 2-3 people, pay for Netflix. But please ensure you watch this movie on Netflix if you are in Nigeria, and Saga TV if you are outside Nigeria.
Ayé orí mi ni mo jẹ, má ló gbà mí o.